Hello friends, Assalamu alaikum, and welcome to Techno by Wasim. You know, our world is absolutely full of incredible places. But here's the reality. Most of us are literally never going to see some of them. We kind of have this idea that with a passport we can just pack up and travel anywhere, right? Well, not exactly. Some spots on this planet are so dangerous, so mysterious, or just so heavily protected that getting in is basically impossible. So in today's explainer, I'm going to take you on a journey to some of the world's most forbidden frontiers. Let's jump right in. So what actually happens when a place is just too dangerous or too protected for humanity to visit? Well, when a location is deemed too hazardous, or maybe it holds a secret that's just too vital to risk, strict boundaries are drawn. And today we're going to explore exactly what those keep out signs look like, and the really extreme reasons why they're enforced. To make sense of it all, we're going to group these restricted locations into 4 distinct categories: lethal natural environments, top secret classified zones, protected heritage, and finally, dark histories and legends. Think of this as our roadmap. We'll look at nature's built-in security systems, like venom and toxic gas on Snake Island and Miyake-Jima. Then we'll see how governments lock down classified secrets at Area 51 and Mezhgorye. And finally, we'll look at the powerful forces of history demanding preservation and isolation at the Ise Shrine and Poveglia Island. All right, let's hit category number 1, lethal natural environments. These are nature's keep-out signs, where extreme physical danger strictly prohibits public access. 43 acres. Honestly, that is not very big. It's the total size of Snake Island, sitting about 20 miles off the coast of São Paulo, Brazil. It might be a tiny speck of land, but wow, it is utterly deadly. It's literally crawling with thousands of highly venomous snakes. The undisputed king of this island, and its most terrifying resident, is the golden lancehead viper. Guys, this is one of the deadliest snakes on Earth. Its venom causes severe tissue damage, and it can be entirely fatal if you don't get immediate treatment. Because the danger level is just completely off the charts, the Brazilian government banned public access altogether. Only a tiny handful of scientists are occasionally allowed to step foot there for research. But nature doesn't just use venom to keep us away. Take Miyake-Jima, for example. It's a volcanic island about 100 miles south of Tokyo, Japan. The unique hazard here? It's actually in the air itself. The island frequently releases sulfur dioxide gas. Now, life is actually returned to the island, but the volcanic activity is an ongoing concern. It's so serious that residents are actively encouraged to carry gas masks with them, and the air quality has to be constantly monitored. Moving on to category 2, top secret classified zones. These are the places hidden behind closed doors, shrouded in government and military secrecy. Deep in the Nevada desert lies Area 51. Now, we've all heard the wild conspiracy theories for decades, right? A lot of people are convinced that alien spacecraft and crashed UFOs have been studied there, even though, honestly, no solid evidence has ever confirmed those claims. But the official reality? It's simply one of the most highly classified U.S. Air Force facilities in the world. Access is strictly restricted, and if you try to sneak in, you will be arrested. In fact, even the most basic details about the staff working there remain totally classified. We actually see a very similar dynamic over in Russia at Mezhgorye. It's a closed city that was established back in 1969. The nearby Mount Yamantau has been the subject of massive speculation for years. Some believe it hides this huge underground military bunker. The Russian authorities, well, they officially claim the area is just used for mining and storage. But whatever the actual truth is, one thing is for sure: the city remains completely closed off to the general public. Okay, Let's jump to Category 3, Protected Heritage, guarding the past and present. Here, access is forbidden to protect ancient traditions and untouched societies from outside interference. Over in the Bay of Bengal, there's North Sentinel Island. This is home to the Sentinelese tribe, which is one of the very last isolated tribes on Earth. Now, get this. They have rejected contact with the outside world for literally thousands of years, and they aggressively defend their island. After several really tragic, deadly incidents involving outsiders, the Indian government put a strict ban on all visits. And this is really to protect everyone involved, both the tribe itself and any potential visitors. 20 years. That is exactly how often Japan's Ise Grand Shrine is completely torn down and rebuilt. It's a sacred Shinto shrine dedicated to the sun goddess Amaterasu, and the original structure was built nearly 1,700 years ago. But because of this incredible ancient tradition of rebuilding every 2 decades, it never actually falls into ruin. But here's the catch. To maintain its sacred purity, access is fiercely guarded. Most visitors can only ever look at the shrine from the outside. You absolutely cannot go in. Access to the most sacred areas is restricted exclusively to members of Japan's imperial family and selected priests. It's all about preserving this unbroken line of reverence and isolation. And finally, our fourth category, dark histories and legends. Places sealed away due to incredibly dark pasts and monumental historical preservation. Let's talk about Poveglia Island, right near Venice, Italy. This place has a truly grim progression. Back in past centuries, it was used as a strict quarantine station. Then, later on, it actually housed a mental hospital. Eventually, the whole place was just completely abandoned. Today, it's known as one of the world's most haunted islands, thanks to unproven tales of paranormal activity. But because of its undeniably dark history, public access to the island remains highly restricted today. Lastly, we have the tomb of Qin Shi Huang in China. Back in 210 BC, China's very first emperor was buried beneath this absolutely massive underground complex. Now, you probably know about the famous terracotta army protecting it. Thousands of life-sized clay soldiers, horses, and chariots. You can actually visit the army. But the emperor's central burial chamber, it has never been fully opened. Modern authorities have deliberately chosen to keep it tightly sealed to completely preserve its ancient contents. So whether it's the sheer venom of a golden lancehead viper, the plastified walls of Area 51, the ancient isolation of the Sentinelese, or a perfectly sealed emperor's tomb, the boundaries of our world really reflect our respect for extreme danger, vital state secrets, and protected heritage. They are stark reminders that, not everything on this planet is meant to be explored by us. So, I gotta ask, which of these mysterious places surprised you the most? Let us know down in the comments below. It's so fascinating to think about how these forbidden frontiers shape our understanding of the world. If you enjoyed this explainer, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Reality TV for more fascinating stories from around the globe. Thanks so much for watching. And Allah Hafiz!